So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hurst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, swings to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30, needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline, breaks a hard tackle, comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hurst breaking tackle after tackle, sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's got it! Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
The San Francisco 49ers, we can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back, guys. We are here to overreact. It's victory shot time, baby. Shot, 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 shot. Listen, guys, I see you guys down there. I see you guys loading up. I'm waiting for a couple more people to join in here. We're going to be taking these victory shots in a couple seconds. Mike, let me take you off of mute, my man. Listen, man, the Niners pulled it out. 30-plus points in 3 consecutive weeks. How you feeling over there, man?
Man, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling pumped up. I'm ready to actually talk playoffs for the first time. I've been pretty hesitant. I didn't want to say the word, but I mean, it's starting to look, good. And I'm ready to take some shots. I feel great, man. How you feeling?
Oh man, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely. I'm over here like ba-da-ba-ba-da, like McDonald's type shit, bro. I'm loving it over here, man. I just am so excited about 49ers football. We're going to break it down a little bit. Well, I don't know who's staying for it, but we're definitely going to break it down just a little bit here. But we're going to do some victory shots with the faithful, man. You guys, the longtime supporters. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3. There's 3 people down there. Let's do this, man. We're going to bring these 3 people in. So the first thing we're going to do is change the layout. Do we have one for 5 people? All right, don't worry. It's not going to look that bad. It's not going to look that bad. Hold on. We're going to get everybody added in here. One more. There it is right there, man. That's it. How's everybody doing? You guys ready? You got those shots poured up over there?
Ready?
All right. Hold on. Oh, damn. I can't do the damn thing. All right. It's okay, guys. It's victory shot time. Let's open these things up. Mike, let's get them poured up, man. Thanks for everybody for jumping in here. I appreciate you guys. Steve, Dave, and Josh. You guys are great. Mike, you are great too, man. All right. Now, let's see if Miss Debbie gets me again. Now, last time we did this, she popped in last, and I had to take another one with her. I got work in the morning, so hopefully not. Guys, to 3-0, well, 3-game win streak, and at least the 6th seed in the NFC championship race. Salute, guys.
Salute.
Go Niners.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now listen, before I let everybody go, we're going to start with Josh. Then we'll go with Steve. Then we'll go with Dave. Josh, take yourself off mute if you want. Only if you want. Give me your biggest takeaway from the game.
Just keep running the ball. We got to keep running the ball. Mitchell's a beast. I hope we don't run him into the ground. We need him. We need him for going forward. He's another monster. He's got that speed.
Yeah.
He got that burst.
All right, man. I like it. Josh, thanks for jumping in here, man. I'll see you next show, okay? All right. Peace. Guys, that is incredible. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Steve, you're up, bro.
Yeah, I just I agree. We gotta keep running the ball, and I hope Debo's okay because he's a huge part of the offense.
Yeah, Debo. They said it was a groin tightness, so he stopped. But he's going to find out later on. He got the MRI. He was at the podium. He wasn't, aided by anything. So hopefully you are right, man. We're going to keep our fingers crossed. Prayers up for Debo and a speedy recovery. Lost a couple of guys this game, actually. Probably the longest injury report I've heard Kyle have to run through since probably week 1 or 2. So, but yeah, Steve, man, good points, man. Thanks for jumping in, man. We appreciate you. All right.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. No problem. All right, Dave, you're up, man. What you got for us?
First off, Jennings went off today, and it's the most I've seen all year from him. In this game alone, he actually showed up when they needed him the most.
Absolutely, man. You have to be excited about that, right? People kept saying, where's the other receiver going to come from? We got rid of Kendrick Bourne. You know, he was the red zone guy for the Niners for so long. Who's going to be that wide receiver to step up? You guys know I had my wagon hitched to, my man Jalen Hurd, but didn't pan out for him. Here comes Juwan Jennings, man. And damn, you got to be happy with that. 2 touchdowns on the day for the young man. That's got to feel good if you're a supporter.
The offense shows up whenever the defense is cutting a little bit, close.
Finally. And that's probably one of the biggest takeaways of the game, is that, this is supposed to be the Kyle Shanahan offense, right? It's supposed to be this high-powered offense, and we can go out there and manipulate and do what it is that we want to do. And they've never really been the guys to carry the team or help the defense out. Well, this game, every time we seem to get a 2-point lead or 2-score lead, boom, something would happen, a kickoff return or something. You know what I'm saying? So the offense stepped up. They did what they had to do. They stared down the barrel, and, man, they didn't flinch at all. So, Dave, man, is that it? Is that your last thought?
I'm good, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, man.
Go Niners.
Thank you for jumping in here. Go Niners. All right, Mike, it's just us, man. And then there were 2. And then there were 2, man. Look, I'm not going to keep you the whole time. Let me read this contribution here from Miss Debbie. She says, so freaking proud of our men in red and gold today. Let's keep the winning trend going. Mike, you mentioned it at the beginning of the show, man. You were like, I've been hesitant to talk about postseason and playoffs and things like that because it's almost like, man, this team is bad, right? Like, even if we happen to sneak in there, you don't want to see this team in the playoffs. You don't want to see this team in the postseason. And now I'm looking like, the defense had a bad game today, but we still put up almost 40 points. I don't mind that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is a team that can go toe-to-toe with some teams in the postseason now in the shootout. What are your thoughts on that, man?
I mean, I would say I was worried about the defense, and I don't think they played as bad as I thought they were going to. There was that one drive that they just went right down the field, and kind of got back into the game. But besides a couple big plays, I was expecting like Jefferson to go completely off, and all that, and it just didn't happen. They shut down Dalvin Cook. Hopefully he's good to go, but they couldn't run the ball. So I mean that was good. Minnesota's a good team. I think that's what was holding me back from thinking playoffs. It's because yes, we beat the Rams, but beating the Jags, we should beat the Jags, even when we are kind of half-ass, right? Mm-hmm. So this is a big win. Winning at home was obviously a challenge for us too. We're winning at home. Now, there's a big test coming up. I know Seattle's kind of been meh, but, it's always been tough to win in Seattle. So that's just another week, another challenge. Mm-hmm. But the way that they're playing, hopefully Debo will, not be out for too long. But the way they're running is crazy. Elijah Mitchell was just nuts. And like he said, Juwan Jennings was a pleasant surprise. So if he steps up too, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. You mentioned the Seahawks, and the Seahawks are our version of the Rams, right? Like, it doesn't matter how good our team is or how dominant we are in the season or whatever. The Seahawks always seem to have our number, right? That's how Kyle is with the Rams and the Seahawks and the Niners. I mean, we just always – it feels to me like we're always coming up on the short end of the stick when it's time to go against those guys. And so we can't overlook them. We got to go in there and we got to play our brand of football. It is something that we have to look out for, but it is what it is, man. I'm excited about the future of this team. These injuries were a little bit scary. I don't know. Did you hear Kyle run down all the injuries at the presser?
There's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But it doesn't seem like there's anything. Well, he didn't sound like there was anything long term. So that's definitely a positive. I think my son's trying to say goodnight. I don't know where he went. He was just standing here like waiting. So, but Mike, what was some of the biggest surprises for you in this game? I'll start with some, or actually I'll tell you a couple, and if maybe one of them apply, you can let me know. Azeez Al-Shaair stepping up in the absence of Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw, right? The turnovers forced by this team, right? You look at Adam Thielen and Justin Jefferson. It's probably one of the top two duos in the NFL. And if you look at what we did with those guys, I mean, Thielen had 5 receptions, 71 yards. He did have the 2 touchdowns, but Juwan Jennings had 2 touchdowns also. Do you think that he's a world beater? No, the touchdowns are the touchdowns. It's just a matter of where you were on the field at the time. But then you have Justin Jefferson for only 4 receptions, but they were 83 yards. They were big. So I think the secondary did a decent job of sticking with those guys because this offense can get going when they want to. So like you said, shout out to the defense. I was also very proud of how the he left. I was gonna say we got somebody else for the victory shots. It looks like he left. I was also proud of the way Jimmy responded. Jimmy started out really, really poorly. I like the way that he responded there. Debo doing Debo things prior to the injury. He got over 1,000 yards, first 49ers receiver to do that in just 11 weeks since T.O. and Jerry Rice. First 49ers receiver to have 1,000 yards since Anquan Bolden. You know what I'm saying? So I like that as well. And then where else can I go? Elijah Mitchell. He deserves some praise in this game. You know what I'm saying? Is that? Where do you hear that?
What's that?
You don't hear a toilet flushing?
Maybe. It might be at my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, what the heck? I didn't know anybody was even there with you, bro. Okay, my bad.
It's all right. I was trying to play it off.
I thought maybe somebody was in the stream that wasn't supposed to be here. That's why I'm like, what is going on? So think about that while I read this contribution, man. I just want to know what stands out to you the most, and we'll bring somebody in here. I think he's here to take a victory shot with us. So he says Garoppolo almost cost us the game a couple times. If he can't clean that up, we're going to be in trouble. Our game is frighteningly dependent on Debo. What do you think about that, Mike?
I mean, it will. I don't know how dependent it is. We're going to probably find out, and that is kind of scary. I mean, they've been using Debo in all sorts of different ways, running and stuff. And if Debo's not in, that's another reason and another spot that Jimmy's going to have to step up. He's going to have to make throws. I know we want to run the ball 40 times a game, but there's going to be a time that we can't do that. And we're going to need Jimmy to make those throws, especially on third down, to keep drives going. So it is scary because we've used Debo like he's been our team, right? Especially these last few weeks. I mean, he's the MVP of our team by far. So,
yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I just don't know how much we're dependent on Debo. I think there's a difference between dependent, like you can't do what you're doing without him, versus he's really good, so we're going to keep doing this. You know what? I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think that we're dependent on Debo.
I think it just means that we have to get someone else to step up. Maybe it's Jennings, right? I mean, just because we've used it, he's produced so much for us. Maybe it's Kittle. I mean, he hasn't done a whole lot, but then again, he's blocking a lot, so who knows? But maybe it's just Mitchell. Maybe it's just riding Mitchell's, until the wheels fall off. Hopefully he's not out that long. Hopefully it's not a big situation.
Yeah, we will definitely have to see. Elijah Mitchell had 133 rushing yards. Debo had 66 by himself. I mean, we finished the game with 209 rushing yards, but I think that we can get this kind of production from other people if we have to.
How many negative runs did Mitchell have today? Because I feel like maybe 1, 2 max.
Yeah,
but it didn't go anywhere. Like he was at least getting a couple. Even when it looked like he was going to get stuffed, he would fall forward, and that's crucial, right? You get 3-4 yards. That's not half bad.
Right. I completely agree with you, man. I think Always Faithful is here to take a shot with us, so let's bring him in here really quick. What's going on, buddy? You here for victory shots, right?
What up, guys? Got me?
What's up?
Yeah, we got you loud and clear.
I'm on the mic with Mike.
There you go. Mike and Mike. ESPN could never have a combo like this. All right.
Oh,
God. We're going to pour him up, man. You got your victory shot ready?
I know I have it ready for me. Yes, I do. And it's right here. Just so you know, guys, I don't drink liquor. So I don't drink liquor.
That's all right, man. You can take a shot with Sprite for all I care, man. As long as you're cheersing with us, I appreciate it, man. Let's go Niners, baby.
Niners, baby. Yeah.
All right, my man. Listen, I got to get a thought from you, man. Give me your biggest takeaway from the game, man. We've gone through a lot of stuff here, man. The coaching staff had to step up and find a way to win this game. I think they did. Special teams, defense, everybody, offense had to dig deep this game, and we still came out dominant, man. I like what I saw today. What are your thoughts?
Man, my thoughts are just this, man. Do you know where we're at right now? Do you know where we're at in the standings? Dude, we're there. 6th seed, you know?
6th seed, yeah. And one game behind the Rams, believe it or not.
That's right. Rams lost tonight, man. Thank you, Green Bay.
Hell yeah.
So my big takeaway was definitely, I know Mitchell was a big part of our offense now, no matter what. That boy can haul butt. So big shout out to Mitchell, big shout out to Jimmy G when it came down to clutch. You know, a lot of people don't like Jimmy G, but I tell you right now, man, he's there. So, and of course, turnovers, man, the interception by here. Oh, man, that was a big interception. That was a huge interception. That set us up for the second touch, or actually, was that third touchdown? I think it was third touchdown.
I think the third or fourth one. Yeah, it was later.
Yeah. We needed that touchdown for the halftime. We needed that.
Absolutely.
I did not want to go in the locker room for 14-10. I wanted to go straight. I thought, because on my channel, I asked the guy I'm with, Lawrence, I asked him that, do we get the ball in the second half? Who kicked off? I didn't see kickoff. I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
He told me that we kicked off. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, we did.
Then all of a sudden, we got the ball back, and we scored in that next drive, man.
Yeah,
loved it.
It was very, very important to go into halftime with the tie game, and then come out on the following drive and get in the end zone again. You know, so now we're right there, and then right after that, quick turnover, and we're in the end zone again. The 49ers scored 14 points in 21 seconds. I've never seen that happen for this team before. 14 points in 21 seconds, guys. I mean, this team was doing the damn thing.
Shout out to Debo for breaking the record.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man, we're going to let you go. Thanks for jumping in here with us. We really appreciate you, man. Thanks for the support, and we'll see you on the other side, all right?
Go Niners, bud. Go Niners. Later.
I said see you on the other side like we're dying or something. That's not – I got to find another way to say that, because that's not what I mean. I always say that, but I don't know, like, you know, see, next time. Maybe I should say next time, you know. I got to stop saying that.
Yeah, it's probably better.
That's a little grim. You know what I'm saying? That's a little grim.
Yeah, for sure.
So, listen, we're not going to do this long, deep dive on the Overreaction show tonight, man. Mike, 3 games in a row now where we have seen 2 turnovers from the defense. Tony and I had this conversation. Oh, they're saying that my audio is low. Is it hard to be?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I almost turned my mic up. We had that reality versus perception segment with Tony when we were previewing the game, and we talked about the turnovers and the 2 turnovers in particular. And I said I do believe that at least 1 turnover is doable. I really do. And I didn't think it was contingent on how well we were running the ball. I think that the team now just has a knack of looking for the ball, finding ways to get it. And we almost had a 3rd one. Remember that fumble that they had right down there in the goal line area, right? And they recovered it. We were right there to get that. And it just didn't happen, man. So, Mike, man, I know you said that you were a little skeptical when talking about the postseason and all that. And I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves either. But if you could change one thing about this team, if you could fix one thing about this team after these 3 games, let's stick with this 3-game window here and what we've seen from them, what would be the thing that you would fix the most?
I would prefer a more balanced offense attack. You know, it kind of worries me. Just running. Jimmy, I'm okay with an interception, especially when it's early. I think he rebounds well. I don't know how confident I am if he had to do a game-winning drive still. But if I could change one thing, I'm not as sold on the pass rush. Actually, I love Nick Bosa. He's probably one of my favorite players on the team. It just feels like we need a couple more guys. Hopefully when D Ford comes back, he'll give some spark to it. It just seems like if the quarterback has too much time. He's picking the secondary part, and then the secondary has nothing to do but, pull and hold and interfere on the receivers. So the one thing I would change is getting to the quarterback more. But we're getting the turnovers, which is dope. That's what we weren't doing the first couple games. So that's changed a lot. But getting to the quarterback. Because facing guys like Russell Wilson, the guys that are mobile, they're going to kill us again. So, we have to put them on their ass.
Mike, you are absolutely right, man. It seems like I'm a little disappointed with the pass rush. I understand what Debo's been doing and everything, and Debo got a sack tonight. Debo, listen to me. Bosa. I know what Bosa's been doing. He got a sack tonight, but it's just, to me, it just feels like the pass rush is inconsistent. I don't expect a sack every time they drop back. I don't expect a hurry or a hit every single time they drop back. But it does feel like, man, like just 3 random times in the game it happens, and it's like, I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if
I think that's the biggest difference between now and 2019. I felt like in 2019 there was a possibility every single time a quarterback dropped back because they were hunting, they were going at the quarterback.
Exactly. Even I hate to go back to this time, but I remember watching Justin Smith and Alden Smith, Ahmad Brooks. Like that pass rush was ferocious, man. That would, for real, every single snap, you had to hurry up and get rid of that ball. We were forcing teams to throw in 2 seconds, man. It was crazy. And we never had a ton of sacks. We never had a ton of sacks with those teams. You would get a season where freaking Alden Smith had 19 or 20 freaking sacks, right? But the team would finish with like 28. Like, we never had these crazy numbers or anything like that. But the pass rush was really, really a thing. Like, it was there. Joe Mama says, did you guys see Kyle yell at Jimmy after his inevitable pick? I feel like Jimmy was set up the first 2 drives. Kyle gets in his own way. Shake my head. Bad plays. This is interesting. So is he saying that Kyle yelling at Jimmy wasn't justified, like Kyle did that?
Jimmy forced the ball. I think Jimmy would say that it was a bad throw, right? It was obvious right when he threw it. Like,
Jimmy did say it. Jimmy said, Jimmy and Kyle both acknowledged that it was a bad play call and that the check down was there for a reason. Kyle said, I knew it wasn't going to work as soon as I called it, but the call was in. And Jimmy has to know not to force that throw. And Jimmy did go to the podium and say, yeah, I knew better, and I shouldn't have tried to throw it there. The check downs are there, you live to fight another day type of thing. So, I don't think Kyle's getting in his own way. Sometimes you're just in a rush, you're in a rhythm, and you're calling plays, and you're keeping it moving. So, but thanks for the contribution, Joe Mama. Joe Mama there. Mike, man, any other things that you want to share? Any final thoughts you want to share before we get out of here?
I'm with every week, with every win, I'm just getting more and more excited. I'm trying to be cautiously excited about it. We just have to be more consistent. I'm liking the 3rd down conversions. I think that's a big thing that we weren't doing earlier. It's just extending drives, right? So I'm hopeful. I'm just praying on Debo too. But yeah, I'm really starting to think playoffs. It's a very big possibility.
We didn't quite get the 450 yards I thought we were going to get today. We ended up with 423, and I'll take that, especially in the game where we had the turnover. Sure. But so much of reality came back today, and this is the kind of game I needed to see to get excited about this team going forward. I needed to see us commit some penalties on 3rd down and let the drive keep going. I needed to see us have a turnover, take some bad sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, those were the things I need when special teams doesn't play flawlessly the way that they've been playing the other games.
We needed to see a not so perfect game and to win.
Exactly. And to know that we could overcome all of not perfection. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I needed to see, because people are so ignoring how perfect the team was playing the last 2 weeks. People aren't talking about it like enough to me. Like the no turnovers, that's not sustainable. Jimmy playing as crisp and clean and successful as he was, that's not sustainable. The success on 3rd downs not sustainable. You know what I'm saying? The defense out there doing what they do and getting turnovers, and we're not turning it over on the offensive side of the ball. That's not sustainable. You know, big returns on special teams. That's not sustainable. That's not reality. I needed all of it to happen and see that we could still overcome and still win by more than one possession. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really wanted to see, man. We ended up winning by 8 points. I knew I was going to be right, man. I knew I was going to be right with my 17-point prediction, but I'll take it. I'll be wrong as long as we still get the win. That felt good.
For sure.
We're on to Seattle next. We're not gonna preview that tonight or anything like that. Mike said his biggest concern was the pass rush getting there, and I think my biggest concern now is just going to be health. It's going to be health. We started the game thinking we're getting a lot of guys back, some key contributors back, but I'm going to go with health because now all of a sudden, yes, it's injury to Fred Warner, injury to Debo, and a bunch of. I mean, here, watch this. Listen to this. I'm gonna play with Kyle Shanahan, how he started the presser today, and let you guys tell me what you think here, okay? Check this out. Kyle is gonna talk to us, tell us what happened and didn't happen. Hold on. Here he is right there. Why does Steve Young have his mouth open like that? Nick Cork took a shot with us just a couple hours ago because of how late it is over there where he is. All right, here we go.
Same thing. Debo groin, same thing.
Hold on. Come on. There we go. All right, Kyle, let's go, man. Get to the podium. Put your hat on. And then I just want you guys to hear this, man. Yeah, Sherfield had a clutch catch. It was really good to see the team playing good team ball, man. That's what I really enjoyed. It was like this guy goes down, someone else stepping up.
Guys.
Oh, sorry.
All right, the injuries from the game. Greenlaw had groin. He was out, didn't return. Trey Sermon, ankle, same thing. Fred Warner, hamstring, same thing. Debo, groin, same thing. Marcel was evaluated for head. He was cleared. Same with Bosa. Street had a wrist, didn't return. And that's it. Go ahead.
He said that's it. He said that's it like it wasn't a lot. That was 7 injuries, right? That was 7 injuries. The last 2 games, we had 1 each game. Mm-hmm. Just 1. And most of the time, those people came back. And listen to Matt's first question.
Long term. We're not sure. I mean, we're hoping, and we'll see on the MRIs with
Debo.
You know, with long Debo term. And Fred, but we're not sure yet.
Now, this is what I thought was interesting. He mentioned Debo. He mentioned Fred, even though he was only asked about Debo if it was long term, right? All the other players, he didn't say anything. But then Matt comes back. Well, what about Trey Sermon?
Trey Sermon, you have X-rays done?
Yeah, they all do. His looked a little worse, but still, I don't know yet. We'll find out.
So the one that looked the worst, Kyle didn't give a fuck about talking about. He didn't care to mention it. I think it's fair to say, man, Trey Sermon isn't a part of this offense, at least this year. I don't think he was in the cards as a main contributor for Kyle.
He's an afterthought.
Yes. He went down this list. He named 7 players. Matt asked him about Debo's severity, and he said, yeah, Debo and Warner didn't look that bad, but we'll find out more tomorrow. He said, well, what about Trey Sermon? Oh, yeah, his was the worst.
Right.
He had to be reminded about.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, his running back. So, I mean, you know, whether he returns or not, I don't think that Trey Sermon's going to get many more carries as a 49ers running back, especially with Mitchell being healthy. He's going to be an afterthought, guys. He's buried. He is buried on that running back depth chart there. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll break all that stuff down. I'll get into my conspiracy theory bag later on. This week, hopefully, we can get back into the mix of things. I owe you guys some Patreon episodes. I have not forgotten. Shout out to the $10, $20 tier people over there on Patreon. I got some good stuff coming for you guys soon, I promise. And that's really going to do it for us tonight, man. I don't have much else to talk about. We're not going to belabor in the moment. So thank you all for checking us out. Mike, I'm going to give you the floor one more time for final thoughts, and then we can get out of here, man. We can go home. I'm not gonna beat around the bush here.
Yeah, man, I just feel good. It feels good to be above 500, especially, you know, about a month ago, it seemed like the season was over. Just fans take it game by game. You know, we're on to Seattle now. Every game is very important. treat it like a playoff game, and they just got to keep it rolling. Next man up. So if some of these guys don't, they can't play, some other guys have to step up, and that's all. And go Niners.
Yeah, I agree.
That was funny. That was funny as hell.
Well, I actually heard that he did line up under center, but the entire offensive line was shifted over one, and the guard had the ball under him.
Oh, I didn't see that. I saw the guard point at the center. So why? I don't know.
Here, hold on. I got to show you this picture hold on. Where is that picture at? Oh, maybe they meant. All right, so this is the picture. It says that's not the center. Maybe he meant Cousins was not lined up under center.
Right.
I thought he meant the center didn't have the ball. Okay.
Yeah, no, because the guard kind of pops up and points over to the left of him.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was the play that they had to call the timeout on. They were flustered, man. They were not ready.
I felt good at that moment. I was nervous up until that point.
Yeah.
And I felt good.
Then it's like, okay, I know what's happening here. These guys can't handle the pressure. They can't handle the pressure. Guys, the 49ers are in the midst of a win streak, 3 games in a row now. We did not see Arden Key get a sack, and we did not see Kittle get in the end zone.
I think he only had a catch or two, Kittle.
Yeah. So those streaks were broken. Debo did get a sack. I don't know if he actually got tackled for loss tonight. All the stuff that we were,
Bosa. You said Debo.
Bosa. Yeah, man, I did. That's the second time I called Debo Bosa.
Yeah.
I gotta lay off the gold bar here.
It'll get you.
Yeah, but we didn't see him. I don't remember him getting the tackle for loss. They might credit him with one later on, so who knows? We'll have to keep an eye on that. But here's what I do know. This was the toughest game in this 3-game stretch. We overcame all kinds of adversity, and we had a ping pong. We went back and forth. They started with the lead. Once we got the lead, we never relinquished it. Not ever. Not one time did the Niners give up the lead once they got it. And it never even got tied again. Didn't even get close again. So shout out to this team, man. Overcoming adversity. Debo got a sack. All right, Callie. I'm gonna block you, bro. Not one time did this team ever falter, man. They're feeling themselves. We saw some trick plays that were, Zimmer turned around and did the same exact trick play to us, executed it a lot better. But that's 2 weeks in a row with trick plays. And again, I think that goes back to speaking to the mindset of this locker room and the coaching staff. They're comfortable. They're thinking that these guys can execute anything that we throw at them. 2 trick plays in 2 weeks, 2 unsuccessful trick plays, but also 2 wins. And that's the important thing here, guys. We're going to focus on that. We're going to ride this wave of emotion all the way to the next game, and we're going to see you guys in between, okay? We're going to bring you guys a couple of shows. Make sure you guys are locked in. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Turn on those notifications here, Nothing But Niners. And please don't be the last people to join our Patreon page, okay? Patreon.com/NB9ERS. I'm your guy, 49ers Mike _NFL. To my right is my guy, NY to the Bay. Boom, boom, boom. He's cool, Mike, if you guys ever see us talking about it on Twitter. Mike, let's get up out of here, man. I'm ready to go home. Prepare for glory.
Yes, sir. Anticipate pain.
But always remain faithful. We are out of here, guys. Peace.
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. Hey, see, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but Niners. Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but Niners. We nothing but. We them nothing but Niners.